my son's birthday party, I get a mysterious text. I have your son. I stare at my phone as alarm raced through me, making my fingers shake and my hands clammy with sweat. My fingers flew across the keyboard as I responded, "Who is this?" The answer came back quickly. "You know who. I have some demands if you want him back." I slid my phone into my back pocket and raced through the party, looking for my son, Nathan, everywhere. I saw his best friend by the buffet table eating a piece of cake, so I jogged over to him. "Have you seen Nathan?" I asked. He paled slightly but quickly shook his head, avoiding eye contact. "No idea," he stated. I rested a hand on his shoulder and ducked down to meet his wandering eyes. "This is very important. I need to know where he is." He stares at me for a moment before shaking his head slowly. "I don't know." His voice is low as he speaks slowly. I groaned in frustration. He wasn't going to be any help. I hurried through the party where my sister was chatting with my new boyfriend, who also happened to be a police officer. "Have you seen Nathan?" I asked them. They both shook their heads at me, but I noticed how nervous my sister looked. "Have you looked for him in his room?" she asked. "No," I muttered. "Thanks." Her eyes wandered away from me as I rushed toward the house and jogged up to Nathan's room. Nothing was out of place. The room looked like a typical messy teenager's room, and he wasn't anywhere in it. Not the closet, bathroom, or even under the bed. I checked. He was just gone. Fear filled me at the thought of who could have taken my boy from me. Was it my ex-husband? It couldn't have been. He was in prison states away from us. They would have informed me if he was out, wouldn't they? I rushed back outside and hurried to my boyfriend. "Can you call your partner or someone at the precinct?" I asked. "Nathan's missing, and I got this message from an unknown number." I pulled my phone out and showed him the messages. The blood drained from his face, and he shook his head at me. "Nathan's probably hiding somewhere," he replied. "No need to involve the police." My eyes widened in shock. That should have told me something was wrong immediately, but I just thought he might have seen my son run off. "Do you know where he is?" He shrugs. "Did you check the treehouse that his dad built him before he was arrested?" I jerked in surprise. How did he know about that? Our relationship was so new that I haven't told him much about my taste with my ex-husband. Another text came through my phone. "I have demands if you want to see your son again." I didn't bother responding, instead choosing to head to the treehouse. Before I could leave the party, Nathan's best friend strolled through the side gate, followed by Nathan himself. I let out a loud cry of relief and rushed over to him, throwing my arms around him and smothering him in kisses. "Are you all right?" I asked. "I'm fine, Mom," he replied, shoving me away gently. "What's going on?" I frowned. "Have you been in contact with your father?" "No, of course not. He's in prison." I nodded. "Who was sending me the messages then?" I pulled my phone out. "I'm calling 911. I can't let you do that." The cold voice came from my sister. I glanced up and took a step back to find her pointing a gun at me. "Nathan is coming with me," she said. "His father has some words for him." I grabbed Nathan's hand, keeping him behind me. "What are you doing?" I demanded. "Drop the gun," my boyfriend ordered, pulling out his own gun and pointing it at my sister. "I've been undercover with this family, searching for the person who was conspiring against them with the ex-husband who is currently in prison. Now I know it's you." Hands in the air. My sister paled and slowly put her gun on the ground, lifting her hands up in surrender. My boyfriend cuffed her and sat her on the top step of the deck in the backyard as he pulled his phone out to call his partner. My sister got several years in prison for conspiring with my ex-husband to steal my son. My boyfriend ended up breaking up with me because his job as an undercover cop was complete. I was heartbroken, but what hurt me the most was that my son, Nathan, was in contact with his father all along, and when my ex-husband got out of prison, Nathan left me to move in with him. I never saw my son again.